Here we are. So, thinking today we are going to be making a village or at least a settlement area for some of the locals on the planet we are working on. And they are lower in tech level than the Empire, but they're not, I hate the word primitive, but um, humans have been here for a while and the locals have learned a lot from them. So, been doing a lot of Traveler lately. So if the Empire planet is somewhere between tech level 12 and 15, then the locals are somewhere between 6 and 7. So right at about like 1950s sort of tech. Although it's spotty, right? Because transportation, they don't build airplanes and such because there are um, flyers and such from the humans. But they're not primitive, and they will use stuff from the Empire all the time. So anyway, so we're gonna be making a local village, but we're not talking like mud and grass huts or anything. It's gonna be more houses. Yeah. So let's get started. First thing I want to do is bring in a local for scale because they're a little different to human. Me. So just make sure it works too. Characters, the last one there. Locals. Um, let's go with the construction worker. There he is. Cool. Let's move this off to a new area. Okay, and close this. So height-wise, they are, well, it's hard to tell because we have to make them real. Let's Control A and make instances real. And M, new collection, Sophont. Just delete that. So he is 1.34 meters tall. Let's just make sure this works still. Is he still attached? Did I screw it up? Ooh, he does not look attached. That's not good. What's his? Oh, he should be. Can we move them both? Yes. Now let's just see what happens if we. I don't want to. Sorry, brief diversion, but pose mode. Does his arm rotate? No. Okay, so that's interesting. We can't repose him, but that's fine. We'll have to maybe come back around for that. I have to figure out what I did wrong. In the meantime, I'm just gonna get rid of him and bring him back in again as a single guy. Okay. Anyway, there he is. There's our dude. And let's start with a landscape. Mesh plane. I want to make something about the size in square of what their house would be. This is 2 meters, S4, sort of an 8-meter square seems about right. It's a big house actually, but maybe 3. Yeah, that seems about right. Let's do it. Actually, let's split it. It's 3.5. I'm being pissy. All right, Control A, rotation scale. I just want to have that because now I'm going to do a little bit of extrusioning, I think, but I'm not sure the best way to go about doing this. No, I have a thing in mind I want to try. Maybe we'll try doing it a different way. We'll keep that for scale. Now Shift A, and let's create a Bezier curve. And I want to choose 7, edit it, delete the vertices, and I want to draw. And I want to try and create something like that. That seems good. Now I want to move over to the side, and I'm going to select O, because I got that one selected. GZ, and make it wider, and grab everything like that. So I want a path. Essentially, I want a road that goes up. And I think this is, I don't know if it's the easiest way, but this is how I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to select this and GZ, shrink that down and flatten that out a little bit. Something like that, just to make it a little less even. And down to 0 again. Okay. Now let's see what we get if we take this and extrude it. That gives us vertical. Can we item? I always forget how to do this. Control A. Is it Control A? No. Not Control S. I thought it was Control A to rescale these things. But let's see. Tilt 0. See if we take it to 90. Yes. Let's undo that. See if we can get them all. A, tilt 90. Okay, so now we get kind of something flat-er. This last one's got a problem. Let's just rotate it. There we go. So it's nice and even. Just make our life easier. Cool. But we're still angling weird, but I think we can fix that. I'm going to make it a bit wider. Extrude it to be, yeah, that seems good. Maybe we can even, there we go, fix that. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Now, tab, Q, convert to mesh. And let's see what we got. Cool, looking good. Now, 2, select that and that, Control I, invert it. Good. Now we want individual select origins. SZ0. Booyah. Flat. So it just flattens out our path nicely. And it does a pretty good job. Now we got to decide how we're going to deal with this. The outside rim is easy. We can select here, that, and E, and scale, Shift-Z, scale, GY, bring it that way. Did I grab the wrong one? Let's see. Let's do it. Okay, 7. Alt E, extrude edges. No, how do we want to do this? E scale. I hate paths. Let's see, E down. That's how we're gonna do it. Normals. No, we still got to deal with that. I don't know. Maybe I won't do it this way. Although I still want to make this work. It's kind of annoying me. Um, Hi Dante. Now you're and hi Matt, Micah. You're seeing me try something I have not done a lot of, which is I'm trying to build something that follows this um, path. And it may or may not work. I think I know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to cheat. Cool. We'll use this as our path. Great. Cool. Now we're going to extend this. Okay. I know how we'll do it. 7 tab 2 E E and E E and E. Okay. Now here we're just roughing this out now. 1 E E E. Yeah, it needs to be higher than that. That's for sure. Okay. So I keep it below the path, roughly. I'm just gonna make a path. Whatever. We're gonna do it this way. It'll be fine. um, I know what I'm gonna do. It'll be a little less accurate, but it'll work for what I want. Flat paths are a pain. I'm just gonna Boolean it. Is how I'm gonna do it, but we'll make it work. It's just a pain in my ass. Okay, but this does mean that I can get it a lot less precise. I don't have O turned on. Proportional editing. There we go. And then we're gonna have to do a little bit more tweaking probably, but we can do that too. And I always like to try playing with things, see if I can kind of better way to make something. And sometimes it works, and yeah, sometimes it doesn't. And that's okay too. I'm just making a mess of this landscape. I do kind of want to think about, let's come back out, turn off the plane. I kind of want a flat area for a house, like here and here maybe. I will work it out. Okay, cool. I think that's big enough. Let's go append our landscape so we can see what we're getting actually. Grab that, node tree terrain, append it. Oh yeah. Thanks, Micah. Yeah, I don't. It wouldn't help you because I'm using so many weird things. It's kind of like, eh. It really would not help you to know what keys I'm pressing. Terrain. Yeah, it's even pretty good just on the bat. I think we're just gonna go with it, and I'm gonna change it this time. Scale looks right. Okay. Cool. So GZ and bring this up like about like that. Okay. Cool. A E. Okay, it needs to be all the way down. All the way in. Yeah. And then back over here, turn this off. I'm going to flatten these down so it matches a little bit better to what I'm doing with this path. Kind of try to use the path as a rough guide. So it's just above, but not like this mad crazy above. So we just want to make sure we can see the entire bottom of our path. From underneath. That'd be in like too overwhelming. That should be good, I think. Okay, and yeah, ping me. Although definitely lots of people talking today, so if I miss it, ping me again. But um, I have no problem explaining. I just don't like going through it too much. All right, I'm gonna flatten some of these out. I'm thinking I want to put a house here and a house here at least. And maybe I'll put a few others in here. So let's see, grab those two. SZ0. Cool. Flatten it there. And then, and each one of these is about the scale of a house, wasn't it? So maybe I'm all right. Because this is a bigger path. Or was it? Yeah, each one, that base one that I started from was about the size of a house. That's why I did that way. Okay, here, control. Now, let's take this thing, A, E, G, Z, tab, turn off proportional, E, there, fine. Okay, now here, minus. What? Fucking fast. No one. Ooh, just in case, but billion, exact, yes. Damn, you're fast. Solve our options, hole tolerant, self. Is it because it's inverted? I bet you it is. Let's see, LV, base orientation. No, it's right. Is this one inverted? Should be okay. What are you doing here? I will get rid of my geometry nodes right now because you didn't need it. We should be cutting out the curve, but it's not a curve. So why are you not cutting it out? Now let's try this again. Just delete it. Face orientation. It is backwards. Why was it not before? A shift in. Now we're good. Control minus. And bet you this one's inverted too. Do it again. Tab. Cutters, this one. Tab A, shift N. There we go. Now we should be good. Maybe. Bool's a pain in my ass, but it's not a problem. It's just being pissy. Exact. Now we're working. Yep, that's got it. Problem, that's such a, delete this. Okay, Alt V. Cool. Tab. Good. That's what we wanted. And we are going to vertex group, add a group, detail. And assign it. The bool tool works fine. It's not even a problem. You got to make sure that if you're using exact, that sometimes it can, either one can cause problems sometimes. But you got to make sure. I think in this case, my problem was that I had objects that were inside out. I'm going to take 3 and assign those as well, and those, all these. And then these, yeah. Okay, not that one, this one. There we go. All those to details assign. Now here, I want to take this one and this one. Let's see if this will work. GZ, bring it down. I just want to keep that to very close to not covering up. So our path comes real close to normal. There's our guy. Yeah, that's cool. And 2 GZ, bring that up like that. Okay, tab. Cool. Now let's see. Details, select. It's a good place to start. I kind of want a little bit more flat here. I think I'm going to go with there and assign that as well. And that looks good. Let's see. So now select. Okay, all that's good. That's what we wanted. Add modifier, geometry nodes, terrain. You're gonna freak out on me. Actually, let's make this even easier. Let's undo this for right now. And I want to select all of those and assign. And I don't want to do any of these at the bottom either, just to make my life easier. So I'm assigning all of these to the detail. And I'm not going to bother quad remeshing this one. Assign. Tab. There we go. And come back over, turn it back on. And we know that we have to go over to our geometry nodes and select these that start muted by default and unmute them. Just the M key. And now I have a path with some smooth areas around it and then some rocky, shitty areas around that. Woohoo! It worked. We've kind of cut our path in here a little bit, and I like that. And layout. And I'm not gonna apply it yet, just in case, but I think that's gonna work for us. And I'm gonna save because we haven't done that yet. 230829. Jesus. -1 live stream. I can spell Sophont village. I never really heard the word Sophont till I was again started doing a lot more with just my Traveler game, and it just means it's another fancy word for basically sentient being, thinking being. But I don't like native and whatever. It just gets too well, there are connotations in English with some of these words that I don't want to use, so we're not going to. There we go. Just bring them up so I can see them. Cool. And I wanted to add a vehicle. Let's see. I kit bashed a vehicle a little while, just like last week, maybe a week before last construction vehicle, and I think it'd be fun to use. And since these guys have lower tech, it'll be perfect. Yeah. So this is just kit bashed from a roller I saw in the park walk I took the other couple weeks ago, and then some other stuff to refix that. But I think it's a neat looking vehicle, and it kind of feels high tech to me. Did I close it? All right, well, I'm glad I saved it. Control V, paste. Oh, cool. Yes, it is about the right scale too. That's what I wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure that I had gotten this right the way I want it to be. I'm going to set here, set our origin to the 3D cursor. And, not that way. Rx, and bring it down. So something like that. And I don't care if it goes under a bit. There we go. So I had a vehicle there. I don't know why, but I did. Okay, so now I think we can apply. We can start thinking about housing. I'm going to put a building here, and maybe a tiny building here. I'm not sure what they should look like. I got to be honest. I thought about just sort of the first traffic fatality. Oh, I'm sure there have been many. Yeah, I thought about using something sort of Star Warsy. Chuck CG made these great Tatooine buildings, and I was like, I could just use them potentially. I'll just show you. But I kind of like making my own, but they're also kind of cool. So I don't know. Been just kind of back and forth on it for a bit, whether I should do that. Um, I don't know. Like, I mean, our shit doesn't look like trees, even though there's trees everywhere. Like they should not be wooden construction. But then again, they've got, construction vehicles, so that's not what they're necessarily about. Um, but I like that kind of shape. I was actually thinking here. Maybe I'll make my own to start with, and then we'll see if I can use some other stuff after that. Mesh. Let's make them in hemispheres. UV sphere. And I want to make it radius of 3.5 because we said that was going to be roughly our house size. I could live with that as a main structure for building, I think. Let's solo it. Tab, Alt Z, hide those. And B, SE0, flat. Okay, so we have a hemisphere. Which gives us, I mean, like, it is a classic building shape. I did have a couple of ideas that I wanted to try, so maybe we'll see what we can get out of it. Let's see. 7 meter by 7 meter by 3.5 meter. That's not really, that's a small house, but remember, these guys are only like a meter tall, so, that's not too bad. But I wanted to see what happens if we selected this and this and give it a vertex group and assigned it. And then we went over here to our differential growth and we turned our base factor down to like 0.1 and differential growthed it. And it's gonna bomb on me. Why did it bomb on me? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's got the bottom selected too. Interesting. That's kind of neat. I think it's probably about done. Weight paint. Yeah, just about done. I like that actually. I think this could be interesting. Well, obviously, it doesn't work exactly right now, but first off, let's see what happens if we do this. Do we like it more or less? Oh, we definitely like it more. 2? Yeah, there you go. It's a neat looking little shape. Starting to feel a little bit more organic, which we're going to play with. I don't just want it to be organic, but I kind of like having some of those elements. Like, I mean, it's aesthetic elements, right? It's essentially these people are maybe, ooh, we don't need that. Referencing shapes that maybe their traditional houses did have back in the day. And we can, I want to say, Just solo this sucker. Just so I can see, because it's just being a pain. Go away. Yeah. Select those. Sure. And E. Oh, no, not the ring. E. 7. GY. Like that. There we go. Now let's see if we turn it back on. We'll get that loop and it gets smoother again. And that's nice. Good. Okay. And then we select here, here. Let's see what happens. I actually haven't tried doing it this way. Play insets. That. And interesting. Ooh, if we do that, it starts to smarten up a little bit. That's interesting. Okay. F9. Max of 3? Not 6. 3. Smaller holes. Yeah, okay. Micah always feels hungry. Everything looks like food to Micah. I have learned that now in the last 2 months. Everything looks like food to Micah, or it looks like they wouldn't want to live there because it's too cold or too high. Those are the things I have learned. Okay, yeah, I think that's kind of a neat looking starter point. Let us apply the subdivision just so it's not getting on my nerves again. But yeah, no, that's looking good. Let's go over here to our landscape. And I want to Control R. Can I add an edge loop there? Or are you going to be a pain? I'm just going to hide it so it's not going to bother me. Let's see. Ooh, we could do that. Okay, yeah. I know I'm babbling, but okay. Here to here. And okay, here to here. So I got this face here. And GZ, bring it down like that. Yes, I think so. Then take this and bring it back, and also maybe down a little bit, just a titch. See what it does when we come back here and turn back this on. Cool. Yeah, kind of a little bit of a walk up. So a very steep driveway, but these guys are okay with that. No need to apologize. It's pretty fun. All right, so let's put a front door on here now. Shift A. Oh, Shift A. Mesh. Cube. And we're just gonna scale it up. Individual origin. Scale it up. And cut it out. Cool. And apply that Boolean. Delete this. Tab I, and then E. And we're not going to worry about how far in it goes because you're not going to see. Save again. There's a house building. And I kind of dig it. I'm going to try something though. Can we move it over here? Rotate it slightly. Duplicate it. Move it over here and rotate it like that. So we get 2 houses up on the ridge. I think so. And then maybe we'll just make this one. There we go. It's just a little bit steeper, but mostly just to hide those, whatever you want to call them, things. What do you call it when a skirt does pleats? We'll hide the pleats. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, so we got 2 there, and I'm liking it, and I think we're doing good. I think we want a few more. I'm gonna bring my guy up too. All this is in this stuff. No, it shouldn't be in here. All these should be not him. The collection, I'm just gonna call roller to give it a vehicle. And these suckers just need to be in scene collection. There we go. Now we bring him over to here. Just make sure he fits in his door, basically. And he doesn't. See, this is what we need to pay attention to. Scale it up. Now we do. And scale it up. And move it back. Bring it up. Yeah. That's close enough for me. Okay. Alrighty. Want to make another one? Try it again. See if we get something slightly different this time. We know the idea we're doing. Over here, Shift A, Mesh, UV Sphere. Right? Yes. We're going to scale it down slightly this time. Control A, rotation, scale. Solo it. 1, tab, Alt Z. Select these, SZ0. Flatten it down. Fine. There we go. Cool. Then 2. Select this one and this one. That's what I had before. And give it a vertex group and assign it. And now let's go to weight paint because we can see what it looks like this way. And we want to set the base factor to, we had to 0.1, and we didn't change anything else. And we just grew those things like that. Cool. Object mode. And then we gave it a 2-step subdivision. Looks cool. And then we turn that off just for right now. 3, selected this face and this face, tab, Shift Q, plate insets, and we give it a subdiv of 1, and all right, yeah, and that was what we did to make our building, at least the basic form of it. And then bring it down. Can we bring it down that much? See, this is very, we probably want to flatten this out a little bit. Which is why I haven't turned on my land yet. Tab. Can we Control R? KC. It's going to go this way. Here, 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 just like that. Okay. Now, Control R, add an edge loop. There we go. Yep. And turn on proportional editing. And 3, I don't necessarily need these. SC0. There we go. Flatten that down. And GZ, bring this up. And scale it. And make it a bit more vertical. It's like a tower, grain storage or something. There we go. And then turn this back on. Now let's see what it looks like. Cool. That is working for me. Where are we at? 39. We're doing great. Cool. Both those are cool. Now, what if we put a human structure in here too? Since these guys have been heavily influenced by the Empire, it makes sense that maybe they have, like, this is the old style. And then we could give them this house too. Maybe we're going to tweak to make it fit a little better. Alt R, RZ, rotate it around, down, bring it back over. Just kind of lining it up. And yep, whole thing's under. Cool. We can always tweak some things later if we need to. But something like that. Now we're going to put some bits on them so that they feel more technical and not just Slack. And maybe we'll add one or two more buildings, but I think this is getting to be where we want to be. Let's see. He had some cool props in this tattooing section. Maybe we'll use some of those. I haven't done them in a while. Just trying something different besides the ones I'm always using. What do we want to use? I did like his doors. Door. 7. And like that. Did I line it up right? Yeah, roughly. Cool. That's a nice door. I don't think the aliens are necessarily going to have doors of the same vein, but I want them to have some pipes. I don't know where. Let's see. Scale it up. Oh, R. Really? Okay. And local. I'm just going to play with that a bit. Something like that. I don't know where it's going. I don't want it there necessarily. Let's go to here. Something like that. That's better. Yes. And then this is meant to go on the side of a house, but we're going to put it there instead, or somewhere close to there. And then we'll tweak it. Make it our own. Tab to F. 7 G R. Yeah, just kind of line it up as much as we can without freaking out too much. W, or Shift key rather. Mesh. Grid project. Quad slice. Quad slice should be okay. This hasn't got too much. Yeah, quad slice works well. And then plus. And grab those two. Tab, Shift Q. Plate insets. Yep. Cool. Just makes it different. Can deal with that to start with. And I think we're going to go with, let's grab some other stuff. Big, medium, small, model shop kits, kit objects, trim sheet, antennas. We got to have an antenna or two in here. It's just the way things go. Let's find kind of one that looks neat. That one looks okay. Alt R. It's a bit big. Scale it down. 7. Let's come see. That's pretty close. And okay. So we got to keep an eye on our maximum height because we can't really look above that. And that's fine, but save. Okay, and then maybe we'll put bunny ears on this guy here. Like that. Yeah, I like to make, I'm trying to make it feel a little alien, but also like it's been pretty heavily influenced by human technology. So, um, so they got a bit of both going on. And let's do this one here. That's what I'm hoping for. And RZ 180. Okay. That might be a bit big. Scale it down to like that. We haven't textured anything either. That's gonna be the next fun thing. Cool. Save that. And then I'm gonna put this thing right here. And we're kind of thinking probably, I mean, there's gonna be a number of different bleh, camera angles, but I want to see if we can fix this here. Let's turn off the geometry nodes. And I want to bring GZ up. Okay, see if that's going to be a little bit wonked, isn't it? It's not too bad. I'm all right with that. This is where our geometry overlaps itself, but it just kind of feels like some furrows, which I'm okay with. Yeah, all right. Now, let's turn it back off. Let's see if we can do something cool. And we can. Okay, here to here to here. And solo. Did I get them all? No. Well, maybe. Yeah, I think that. No, I'm gonna hide this sucker. Add it here to our K to here and K to there. And the reason for that is so I grab this one, this one, this one, Q, curve extract, and make a pipe. Turn it back on. Cool. Now if I turn this back on, it's going to be completely buried and it should be smooth. Yeah, this is part of our smooth area. Cool. Let's see. Shift Q. Add some couplings. We all knew we were doing it. Radius 0.5. Is it too much? Yeah. 0.35. Sure. And amount 2. Sure. Just trying to add interest, basically. Although I think we're going to have plenty of interest once stuff gets going. But where are we at? 48. We're going to start texturing soon. But I'm liking this. I think this is feeling okay. Yeah, let's start texturing. I think we're going to give in to our mountain maybe. Just a minute. I want to do a little bit more here. Can I select to here to here and bevel it? Does that help us or hinder us? Let's see. No, that helps us. I like it. Well, I don't know. Got that now on the edge. Let's see if we don't like it. Which way do we like better? This is without the bevel. It's not, yeah, it's not great either one. see, 3. I want to try selecting these faces here. Mesh, quad slice, grid project, grid project. Okay. Let's see if that helps us any. It's going to make it a lot more. Yeah, that does help us. Cool. No, I like that. That's what I wanted, just to get it a little less ugly around there. Okay, and we're going to apply our technology. Terrain is applied. Now, just to make sure, A, U, cube projection. But now I want to make sure, select, no, okay, fine. It's not correct. Is that the only areas that are, well, okay, cool. We're gonna have to do this on our own. We can. It's not that big a deal. 7. We're going to have to add a new vertex group. And how do we want to do it? Paint, weight paint. Let's tab, select. Grab. All of this. Like there. And here too. All of that. And assign it. And this is going to be cleared. We're going to call it clearing. We need to plus, 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 plus. There we go. Assign. Now we get rid of all those things there. Made it a bit bigger, but that is completely okay. Okay, tab. Now we got our clearing set. That's what we wanted to do next. Now we can go grab some materials. Under shaders. And so for colored. Now let's see what we got. Cool. Yeah, I like the gravel down here too. That's didn't plan on it, but we're going to totally keep it just like that. That's cool. So that's our land. And in fact, clearing, I'm going to add to clearing just to make all of this. Not that we'll probably see it, but it'll make my life easier anyway, so fine. All of that is clearing now. Assign. Okay, save. So let's see, what's this thing made out of material-wise? I kind of like it. House mat. Does it have UVs or is it, looks like it's just a color. Let's see. House mat. No, it has UVs. Yep, doing that. Okay. So what color do we want to make these out of? I was just going to use something because I'm lazy, but now if I'm going to do it myself anyway. I mean, I think they're going to be modern construction things. So but there's a few things we need to do, much like when we had snow. Um, concrete. Let's go with a dirty concrete to start with. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, all right. I like that. That's fine. So here, I can't remember what I called it, but let's look. Shading. This world does not have snow like the last one does, but it has random falling clouds of sulfuric ash. It's not as thick as the snow, but what do we call it? Adds sulfur. Okay, that's on the terrain. So here, we'll grab these, bring them over. Oh, this one, bring it over. I need to do Shift A, add sulfur. And there's just some, adds this brown to it, much like we had snow before, and that's fine. Gonna do the same thing here. And here. It's not as apparent maybe as some of the others, but I think it's gonna help us to have it here. Sure, this is just a black, but we'll add it there if I'm gonna keep it. I'm not sure that I want to. Let's look. That's just not that interesting a color. Maybe like this one, classic. Sci-fi standard. Yeah, that's better. Totally. A, U, cube projection. Right. We're not going to see the door on this one, I think. That's fine. Here, we're going to go with just a nice distressed metal. Let's see. Sure. And Shift A, add sulfur. And here also, we'll just go with the distressed. And save. And we're at an hour. We're doing okay. Is it time to start tweaking with or with scattering nodes? Do we want to put a forest in here now? Maybe we do. We could at least try. Is there anything else we want to put in first? I'm just thinking. Yeah, let's do a scatter. Let's see what it looks like. We can always turn it off later if it gets too heavy on us. Geoscatter. Our emitter is going to be the ground. Going to go back to gray. Biome, and I actually made a biome over the weekend. It's my first one ever for the mushroom forest. And it's going to be probably big. Ah, everywhere, everywhere. Okay, that wasn't too bad. All right, fine. So we need to adjust it. Vertex group to cull on clearing. So now we might want to add something to that clearing area, which I think I'm going to duplicate these. I always forget. I'll just do a new one. It's fine. Of biomes again. Ah, come here. I know you can't see it. It's in my other monitor, but it's being a pain. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna try Rocky Plain 6, and it's gonna be, we're gonna have to definitely tweak to it. Because it's probably gonna be pretty big. Yes. Okay, Rocky Plain 6 has, first off, we have no other leaves. Good, no, there are not. I get rid of the flowers. The rest of this should be okay. Set the vertex group on it to clearing and then reverse it. We should have it in that clearing area, but not a lot of other places. And let's save. It's going to be a bit thicker than this because there's grass that's not showing up there, but let's see if how we like it so far. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, we need to adjust these too. That's right. So for whatever reason, my big rocks, when I made my terrain, it's just something I did wrong. I don't know what it is. They didn't carry their materials. Import. But the way to fix it, as far as I've been able to tell, is to go, just want to grab just those granite rocks, solve them, and how did I do it? Control A, or was it, where was it? There's a way to link them, convert to link. Where was it? How did I do it? No, they don't just want to be black rocks. I just don't remember how I did it. I did it the other day. Object. Convert to linked, right? Something like that. F3. Linked. I don't know. Where was it? Of course, it was easy last time, right? Let's see. Control A. Let's see what happens if I make it real. Does it? No. How did I do it? There was a way. I swear. It was easy. Unlink? No. I'm gonna play with it for a minute more, and then I'm just gonna kill them and remake it. But object, there's just where was it? Collection. No. Link. No, I don't remember. It's not find missing materials. The materials are there. That's the problem. It's that. Oh, I think I remember what it was. It has to do with the way Botanic was working. Convert to linked. That's where I did it. Yes. Yep. That's it. It's in Botanic. Woohoo! Yeah. I knew it was there. All right. Like it was easy, but it's because the way Botanic handles them. When I made the what you call it, biome for geoscatter, it got a little bit pissy. Of course. Yeah, there we go. That's better now. Now they look right. Now I want to just kind of come and see. Yes, we got some problems there. Those should not be there. Why are they inside my thing? I don't know. Geoscatter. Which one is it? It's is it this one? That one? Nope. Nope. Yep, that's the one. Okay. Distribution. See if we can just randomize it out of my way. Oh, and the other one, let's turn off import, see if that helps. Yeah, that helps that. That's why that one was there. Why there's a mushroom in my house. Again, let's see if we can. Is it this one? Yep. Let's just see if we can't get it out of the way. Cool. That looks like it got out of the way. Save it again. Okay. Get rid of that. And okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more on our building, I think. Solo it. Let's come in and tab and Control R. Just one's fine. To there. Let's come in and we're gonna grab from here to here. Control bevel. Get those. Ah, come on. There we go. E up plus assign. Give us some glows. Need some lights. It's time to light the lights. Time to get things started on the Muppet Show tonight. Here we go. Bit of light there. And I want to add a little bit more, something interesting to the outside of this guy here. Can I, let's see, which way do I want to go? 3, that, that, that. That sounds good. Tab, Shift Q, loop extrude 1. I don't want to glow. 3. Go just so it doesn't glow for right now. F9. Cut 1. Do not loop from source. Make it like 85 on the start one. There we go. Cool. I like that. It's going to be this to this. Join it. And we'll make it classic, standard, A, U, cube projection tab. Let's see what it looks like. Just a little bit of metal. I think that's fine. I'm gonna try, yeah, no, I'm okay with that. I think that's all right. Just come back in. And the other one doesn't have it. So it. Do the same kind of thing. It might be a little different, but it is selected because loop extrude 1, 2, 3. Just change the seed because why not? Cool. And select those. Join them as classic A U cube projection. Okay, so we got some metal around the outside. Did I change that? Oh no. Ah, I still had it selected. Damn it. Okay. L, 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 X vertices. I accidentally did it over my light. Probably I need to change the other one too. Silhouette. Did I? Yes, I did. Just silhouette. Alt Z, tab B, L, X vertices. There we go. No more covering up my door with light. Now, here's a question. Maybe we do. I think we do. Let's come in here and add another edge loop. It's going to let me do the whole loop. Yeah, oh, close enough. So this, except for the top, but that's fine because actually I just want to go from here to here and from here, right? Yeah, maybe. They're not the same. Interesting. All right, I can do it that way. 2 F P section tab. Okay. Cool. Shift A, mesh, cube. No, I can do it that way. Just solo this thing here. Tab. I don't even necessarily want it to be even across. Or 1. K from there to there. 3x vertices. Faces. Three. Shift Q. Mesh. Grid project. Good, good, good. The heck is that? I don't know. X. It's all vertices. Okay, cool. Tab. Actually, we won't even tab it yet. We will simply add-ons. Make it a cloth. Now. Pin. I'm going to select from here to here and assign it to the pin tab. Now we're going to come here to here, Shift S2, tab, and object, set origin to 3D cursor. Okay. Now, I want to self collision potentially. Doesn't really matter, but shrink just a little bit. More wrinkles, a little less stiffness. And let's rotate it up like that and play. Pause. And sure. I'm going to do it again though. Subdivid level 1. Reset. Play. Pause. Okay, and apply the cloth. Okay. And then GZ, bring it in just a bit. Okay. And material. We will give it grunge cloth. Because why not put a cloth? There we go. We got a door now. Well, you know. A little bit of wind blowing inside, maybe. Something. Cool. And these guys don't do windows, and that's okay. Like, windows are very Western, honestly. Like, even a lot of First Nations cultures don't do windows, so that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I like that. I think we're good. Save again. Why is that? Oh, I see. Okay, we're fixing this because this will make my life much better, I think. Nah, I don't really want windows. Not too lazy to do windows. Jeez. Actually, I did a project for Coyote and Crow, the tabletop RPG, and I put windows in all the buildings, and he made me get rid of them. He's like, "Yeah, we don't do windows." Like, oh, okay, sure, no windows it is. To do this one at a time. Abiotic. Is there a way to call it with just the vertical on top? Upward obstruction. See if that works. If it does, that'd be great. Upward obstruction. No, it doesn't. Me a rat bastard. Slope. Absolute slope. Piss off. I don't want it on the bottom. I'm just gonna. Can I do that? Actually, okay, let's just do it that way then. Because we've already set it this way. Geoscatter, cool. 7.9, tab, C. Okay. Okay. Plus, 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 plus. Clearing, assign. Much better. Now we will get it on the bottom from that, unfortunately. Unless I make it oh, wait, I don't know if I care if those are upside down or not. It does fix that, which is what I wanted. Was I was getting things poking through the bottom, but now I'm going to get this terrain underneath as well, which is silly. It shouldn't be on the bottom side. Rock plane. Upward obstruction. Yep. So we can just do it here. Slope. Yeah, we don't want it there. And we don't want absolute slope. Cool. Yeah, that'll work. Ooh, I actually kind of like that it clears it to there too. So I may have to do it for a couple of them though. Slope. Absolute slope. Cool. And next one. Did that one. Slope. Absolute slope. Off. And dead. Slope. And absolute slope. Off. Okay, there we go. Just so that I don't get ecosystems along the bottom. We are getting a tiny little bit right there, but I'll live. That's fine. Okay, let's set our plant, our world. Excuse me. Grab my world, saved off from here, bring it on. It's just that color. All it does is give it that color for the world because it's kind of the basic color of our sky with the sulfur storms, but just helps me have it. Save. Now, I'm not sure how well, we don't have a lot of light making sources, so I think we probably will want a sun. I was thinking about maybe making like a nighttime scene, but then we'd have to add more light. And that I am too lazy for right now. And we're running out of time. Sun. but let's just make it kind of angle like this with a very slight angle like that. And we're going to set our sunlight to, I think, 5,000. And let's see what that does for us. Let's find kind of a good shot too, like a good first. Camera, the airy, lens, the anamorphic, resolution to widescreen, and let's make our lens a 35 millimeter. And we want some smoke too, or get some fog. Let's add that as well, the atmosphere, because it does make it look better. I was hoping to get away without doing one just because it's big and slows things down, but 1, 0, and save. Now let's see what we got. Dark. Probably need to adjust our sun a bit. Let's hit it. Where's our sunlight? Let's go the other direction just a bit. Not quite so down. That's too, no. I need to be able to see it so I can adjust it while I'm doing it. And let's bring it to here. Global. Let's see. Ugh. Okay, don't do that. Oh, just start down. Slightly back, slightly in. Let's see. Oh, I know what's happening. Okay, this will fix it. Gotta set my clip ending high enough that it picks up the fog. Yeah, it does. Should be a bit more, but that's all right. It's not going to be quite so empty because there will be stuff in here when we see it, but let's maybe try to get some mushrooms just to show what we're looking at. The mushrooms are fun. I do like them. Ooh, do I want to do that? I could do, I want to see. Maybe I'll add a little bit more mushroom. More mushroom. I just was thinking, I made one more after this that I haven't used yet. And in here, can I add a mushroom? Vegetation, small mushroom. Browser selection, small, and scatter of that, and scatter assets. kind of like it. Maybe I'll even leave it on the path too. Like these things are supposed to be growing kind of everywhere. So the quick ones. I would put it in rock plane anyway, which is fine. Rotation. I want it to. Yeah, it does have vertical influence. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, just a few more mushrooms. Let's see what it looks like now. I think they may get a little hidden by the grass, but that'd be okay too. Yeah, just a little more bump. I want to increase the light on this guy, the warm emissive, from 5 to like 25. Yeah, I think that helps. And I'm still just tweaking where I want to be. I think we want to be on the path, or at least see the path. Okay, those are not vertically adjusting. Where are they? Is it here? That's the one. Pattern. No? Is it this? No. This? Where'd it put them? Should be here. Should be this one, right? Why? Where are you? I'm confused. I kind of want them more vertical than that, but I think it's that. Rotate. Yeah, there we go. Vertical influence. No, it should be. Why are you not showing up? Undo history. Fine. Do I really care? I just don't like that. That is frustrating me. It's actually not that complicated, but it's just getting a little bit weird here. Let's turn off rock plane and turn off this. So it's neither of those. That's where it is, right? No. That one. I think it just got, something's gotten confused. Because all of these should be on, yes. And you know what? I'm just going to redo it. Undo history real quick. And go back to here. We're already at time anyway, but we're going a minute long this one. Sorry. Okay. It's not that one. It's not this one. So I turn this off. Good. I turn this off. Good. Now I'm going to scatter asset. Where did it put it? That is the question. Where'd it go? It's being painful to me. What's going on? Where are my systems lists? There it is. Off, off. Now scatter assets. There it is. Default preset. Cool. but because I didn't have it. Browser selected, scatter assets. Where are you, you mushroom little bastard? Now it's making everything show up, which is good, but that's what it's going to look like. But I'm going to get rid of this one. Turn off these two for right now. And there. Rock point, and then scatter assets. There we go. Now they're here. And now we can look at their rotation. Vertical influence of 7. Okay, yes, there we go. Now that's right. That's all I wanted. Is that so much? Cool. Let's do kind of like that. Let's see. We turn back on this one. And we're just going to leave clover and ferns off. Cool. Now that works for me. Now let's grab our guy. We are in the last 2 seconds of making things work. And bring him to like right here for scale. Where'd he go? Got too much stuff in here. Construction. Okay. Object. Set origin to 3D cursor. Come on. Object. Set origin. Geometry to origin. Good. Alrighty. Come back. He's too high up now. And just because we get that there. And I don't think the mushrooms are really messing with us too much, but there. Okay. And here. RZ. 0. Okay. I like him there. And maybe we'll put 1 or 2 more in here. We've got them. We made them. He was construction. And we'll move overalls to be here as well. Make sure he's lined up. Two of those there, and maybe 1 more by the door where we had the person before. And all right, fine. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Dot. Okay, cool. Looks good to me. Yeah, I mean, we got quite a bit done. We made multiple houses. We made a weird path. We got some people in there. I think we're good. I went a little over, but I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to let everybody go, and then I'm going to finish up this render and get it up there so we can see what we got out of it. But I think it turned out pretty well. I'm not unhappy with this. Yeah, and I will be back again tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going to be doing the spaceport, and then Thursday I actually have another doctor's appointment in the morning, so we'll skip Thursday, and then I'll be back Friday, and we'll see what we're going to do then. Cool. Okay, folks, have a good day. I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Okay, bye, everybody.